Welcome back to the Daily Grind. So if you guys have been following along, you know that the last couple days we've had frost here at night. And I was worried about my tomatoes, so I covered them with this plastic. But the frost warning is now over. It's a little chilly. I'm still wearing a jacket right now. It's 57 degrees, but that's within the range that the tomatoes can handle. And tonight it's gonna reach 54. So that is gonna be the coldest it gets tonight. So what I'm gonna do is remove this greenhouse plastic that I put up to cover them, and it'll end up getting to about 68 degrees today, so that's very warm, and I don't want them to cook in there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start removing it. And I didn't spend a lot of time putting this up, a lot of effort. As you can see, I just kind of threw some rocks down to hold it to make sure it didn't blow away. And it worked out just fine. And then the plastic that I had ordered came with some like plastic tape that came with it. It's different. It's not the same stuff as like box tape. It's made for it for patching it up, but I just use that to kind of bring this in and keep it together. Well, that's nice. It kept this from ripping, so none of this ripped taking this tape off. But I was afraid of that. It's pretty heavy duty stuff though, I will admit. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. It does seem like it's gonna last a long time. So I had my wife here helping me put it up. We'll see if I can take it down on my own. I'm not sure I can, honestly. Let's see, maybe I just... There we go. Now I didn't want to bust up the plants, but let's see. I think a couple of them did get damaged. Yeah, so as you can see, I lost those. Those popped off and got damaged. Let's see what else. Yeah, there's a couple broken pieces. Oh well. But overall, this looks really good. And this looks like it's starting to change color a little, so we might get some tomatoes soon. We got a lot of them on this bush. This one did the best. You can see a bunch in there. Hopefully this extends their life a little bit and allows these to actually become tomatoes. That would be great. I'm not sure I'm going to get anything from the Cherokee purples here because they're just, they take too long, but I'm sure I'll get a whole bunch of these San Marzanos. One branch, see, another one damaged here. But I'm sure I'll get the San Marzanos. Oh, we got a problem back here. So it looks like this tomato rotted while I was in there. I mean, there's not a whole lot of air circulation, so if they had any damage, it's gonna be worse. And it does look like there's a fair amount of disease kind of taken over, at least on this, but hopefully this will last enough time to be able to produce fruit, at least a couple of them. But these are doing really well. I don't see much disease here. Cherry tomatoes, doing really well. But being at the end, they did get damaged a lot, so that's unfortunate. But that's okay. There's still quite a bit of tomatoes on here, so I should still get a harvest. And I mean, otherwise the whole thing would have died if I didn't cover it. So it's definitely worth it. So I'll link this in the description section below. It was about 30 bucks. And so I'll link that if you guys are interested in getting this. It's big enough to be able to cover this whole thing. And I've got it, trellised up high here. So I just want to show you guys. I have this spread out because it is pretty wet. My hands are wet just touching it. I figure I don't want to fold this up and then it get all mildewy, so I'm gonna let this dry. It's not gonna be super windy today, so I doubt this is gonna blow away. But check how long this is. This is pretty big. I mean, I think, don't quote me on this, I'm forgetting exactly the size, but I want to say it was 10 foot by 25 foot. So it's a pretty big section for the price. I mean, it's hard to beat. So maybe I'll put a couple weights on it to really ensure it won't blow away. All done. My daughter's helping. Putting some rocks. That's fine. Go ahead. Now, once this dries, I'll fold it up. Probably wait till my wife gets home. It's going to be a little easier with 2 people to do it. We'll get this all nice and folded up once it dries. And use it again if any of this stuff needs covering. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you guys in the next video. Now you guys try to escape the daily grind.